And 3, 2, 1, go. Poo poo. Oh, I forgot. I have to like adjust my blinds so that it doesn't. Aha. Hi, everybody. So, yes, you are watching a live tutorial, and I understand that everyone watching this after the live, this is just a video for you. Um, my entire March schedule completely opened up. So instead of just twiddling my thumbs, I want to fill up my days with extra work. So I'm going to be on here throughout this month doing, good morning, doing live, I just said this, tutorials for you guys. Today's look is going to be a blushy look. Now, before I get started, every live that I do here on YouTube, well, in general, the look itself would not take you as long as these videos are. I do chat it up with you guys who are with me. And so that being said, it's going to be long. So if you're watching this on the replay and you want to hang out, awesome. If you want to skip ahead, I totally understand. I don't have timestamps for you right now because it's just going to be a process. So if you guys are here live with me, make yourself known, say hi, I can see the comments, and I'm going to do my best for everyone who's watching the replay to read the comments. That way you guys know what's going on. I've seen a couple of live videos on YouTube, like replays, and you can't see the comment section as far as I know, so it's like, okay. So if you're here live, you can ask me makeup questions. I understand that I've created like 2 different demographics, I guess. So a lot of you follow me because of my bullet journaling videos, and that you guys are brand new to me. Hi, hello. This community is amazing. You guys are all super supportive, and that's near and dear to my heart. But then I also have my core fan base, supporters, and that's my makeup people. What up, everybody? So I'm finally doing makeup videos. Yes, I know you guys have been like, okay, we get your bullet journal videos, but so I hope these are going to be fun for you. One last thing before I get started, since I am going to be doing a bunch of, since I'm going to be doing a bunch of these videos, you're going to hear me talk a lot about my coffee page. My coffee page is a way that you can support me and my channel by sending me coffee. And it is my way of getting tips for giving you tips on different makeup looks. And you know, I'm trying to fill in my days as much as possible because I don't like to not be proactive when it comes to any sort of income. So that's what we're doing here. But other than that, let's get started because this is really, really fun. That's gonna be the intro for like every video. I have to do that. So today's look is going to be blush, and it's going to be all centered around blush. I'm a huge blush person. I don't do a blushy look every day, but every now and then I do love to have just that color all over my face, and I'm going to show you guys how to recreate it. So we're going to get started by putting on some moisturizer. You guys can ask me questions in the comments, and I do understand that in the very beginning, I mean, hopefully I do get more people as I do this, but I understand like in the very beginning, there aren't going to be many people in here, which to some people that's amazing. It's almost like a one-on-one course, but I'm usually live on Periscope, so all my people are out there, and I don't really go live on YouTube ever, so yeah, just know that in case you're wondering. I don't know. I'm aware of it. I also have a little reaction going on right here, which is sort of going away. Huh, interesting. Well, it is going away. I put on, you know me from Periscope? Yeah, so I'm always live on Periscope, but I'd like to build up my YouTube community more, and to be honest, it's kind of funny how this whole thing planned out. So, you know, those of you who don't know, I'm a makeup artist and I work in the television industry, and I'm currently working on a show that's on HGTV. And it's been a steady show for years. Periscope follower, hi! So I got word that our entire March schedule was going to be completely canceled because of some reformatting that they're doing. So as much as I love having a month off of work, because that means I get to just lounge around and just take a breather, I also don't like not working. I don't think anybody does. So that going in hand of how I was going to create more makeup videos. I was in a slump. I have to be honest with you guys because I know I've been doing bullet journals videos on my channel recently. And when it comes to makeup stuff, I didn't really know where to go, you know? So pause. Bobbi Brown is what I used on my face. This is the Vitamin Enriched Face Base. I really do like this. My skin airs a little bit on the dry side. I'm more dehydrated than dry. If I drank more water, I would have just normal skin. So yeah, I gotta get my hustle on somehow. Right, exactly. So if you guys don't mind me promoting my coffee page, it's just because, you know, girl loves her work. I feel like if I don't work, I get sick. So that being said, I feel a little better. Those of you who follow me on Instagram, hey. I can't believe, as I sniff, I can't believe that I'm not completely sick. I really thought I was gonna get I was gonna die. There was one day that I did not feel up to par, but I still did a bullet journal video, and I did a voiceover for that. So give me a second, I need to enjoy this moment. I've been feeling a lot of pressure right here underneath my eyes, just right along the orbital bone, right here. Oh my God. Is that where the orbital bone is, or is that up here? The eye socket, just right in this section. So when I've been putting on my eye creams, I sort of give myself a little pressure, especially right here. Fuck, that feels amazing. A little self-care moment for you guys. If you ever just need that moment of clarity, doing this, oh my God, can sometimes open up those nasal passageways. Whoo, and it feels yummy. If you're ever just giving yourself a face mask and just push inward and then press just right dead center and then move your fingers up. Ugh. It's such a nice way to calm your brain down. Just had another cup of coffee before I got started, so if I talk really fast, let me know. I can never catch myself. I'm in class and you can't stay. Oh, hi, thank you so much for just coming in. I appreciate it. So yeah, my bullet journal people have no idea that I'm a makeup artist, and my makeup artist people are like, what's going on with these bullet journal videos? My world is changing and I'm into different things, you know? I don't normally do makeup reviews on here anymore just because there's so fucking many. I'm not gonna be another bitch going, here's the same product that you've seen before. No, that's not what I'm into. So this is the Caudalie Energizing and Smoothing Eye Cream, which I do like. I do have a sample of, and I use it sparingly because I have a lot of eye creams. I think that this is going to be, once I'm completely out of all of my samples, because I have a ton, I think this is going to be the eye cream that I invest in because I do like the way this feels. Oh, this, yes. So I gave myself another routine skincare moment. I washed my face, did a little exfoliation with some Tatcha rice polish. It's amazing. Hi, Andrea. Great, it was fine, whatever. And I woke up, I'm telling the story backwards. Oh my God, I woke up and then I washed my face. And then I had this, you can kind of see that right there. This all looks the same. If you look at it as a whole, it's yeah, your face is textured. However, this right here, this little patch here, this here was in just kind of in this whole section, it was very red and slightly inflamed and itchy. And I went, oh God, no. Oh God, no. Please don't be eczema. Please don't be this. Psoriasis. What's going on? I had no idea. And it was this patch right here. And I freaked out. But I was like, okay, we're gonna be calm. We're gonna be cool. It's fine. And I left it after I washed my face. I didn't put anything on it because I'm like, okay, I probably shouldn't even do a live because putting things on a reaction is not a good thing. My skin's inflamed. What should I put over it? Fucking nothing. I get that question a lot. Nothing. However, I trust my skin to not have a severe reaction. And I used the Dior Capture Youth Serum on my face. First, I used the Caudalie essence water. I'd get it, but then it takes a break and I had to go get, I used the Caudalie essence water all over my face. And then I noticed it stopped being itchy. I was like, okay. And then I used the Dior Capture Youth Intense Rescue Serum all over my face. And the swelling went down. Not saying that that has medicinal properties at all whatsoever. I would not recommend, I don't know what. I'm just telling you what had happened. Now it's not red, it's not inflamed anymore, but it is still there. So I'm going to keep an eye on that. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because when doing a blushy look, you want your skin to look as polished as possible. Because when you're accentuating blush colors, it can look splotchy and can make you look sick, you know? It worked for me. Yes, I'm just telling you my life experiences. I'm not telling you to do shit in any of my videos. So I'm gonna start by, completely giving myself a clean palette to work with, because again, blush looks can go south if your skin isn't polished enough. So I'm gonna use, what am I gonna use? I'd like to use Face Atelier, actually. Do I have some here? That's my color. I know I've been changing. Let's see if this color still works for me. This is the number 5. Maybe, I don't know, I think I'm out of this. So this is the Face Atelier foundation, if you've never heard of it. Google it. Because a lot of products that I use, I don't know, it's a blend. It's a complete blend. I do a blend of professional grade makeup as well as drugstore makeup. So Face Atelier, I would deem it as a professional brand. Would you? I use it. I don't know. So I'm mixing this bad boy up because, there we go. It needs to be mixed up. And I'm going to use a brush for this. Same brush as I used, I was on here yesterday doing just a simple look, but I do love this brush. This is Real Techniques. You can get this like at Target. This is the Expert Face Brush. Love it. I love it so much. And I normally don't like a lot of brushes. Like I don't want to call them discounted. I don't want to insult the brand or anything like that. But you know what I mean? Like the more inexpensive brushes, I'm typically not a fan of. But these, they're pretty stellar. I was quite surprised. I was like, oh shit, okay, well, that's awesome. So we're gonna make sure this is a nice even tone. You want to cancel out as much redness as you can when doing this look. If you have rosacea, you want to probably use a color corrector to neutralize the redness in your face. If you have redness, there's different types of rosacea. So if you're dealing with that, then yeah, you'll have to cancel out a lot, but you really want to just keep an even tone. I would never recommend going a full coverage route. I just feel like that's a lot of makeup to wear on your face. But if you wanted to go the full coverage route, you could. If you have nice skin already, I would then recommend using a tinted face, like moisturizer, or like a face and body foundation. Something very soft. You don't have to have intense coverage to make this look pretty. Because I know there's a lot of people who do have really nice skin out there, and like hardly any blemishes or anything like that. So just gauge yourself. How are you guys doing today? My book is out in the living room. I forgot what topic is for tomorrow. I have it all planned out. I'm gonna be on YouTube I think I'm gonna do a live every day this week. And then I'm gonna keep it to the weekends only after this week is over. I don't know, we'll see. Let's see how much time I have on my hands. I am actively looking for gigs here in Los Angeles. So if I do pick up a gig, obviously the schedule is gonna change, but as of right now, I'll be here every day. And I'm gonna do lives around 11 a.m. every time. Today was an exception because I had an appointment and all that other jazz. But yeah, so 11 o'clock a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And yeah, what is it? My mom has rosacea, and I think I'm starting to get it because I wake up with blotchy hot skin on my face. There you go. I know, it happens. It can happen. Face masks are going to be your best friend. A lot of aloe face masks. You know, nothing that's like a tomato face mask, you know, nothing citrusy because you don't want to aggravate it. But I mean, always you have to like sort of play around with it. But typically, I would say try to avoid face masks that have like a tomato or a citrus base because it's gonna go, you know, it can get crazy. You're doing well. You got a nail appointment later. Ooh. And your cat is trying to climb into your handbag. That's adorable. Kitty. Mine is asleep on my bed right next to me. Here we go. So this is the amount of coverage that I normally do on a daily basis. I only double up when I'm going out, when I want to look this. As much shit, if you will, that I talk about Instagram faces, I do go all out sometimes. But it's a stage look. I just always want to say that. Those Instagram faces are stage appropriate. And when I go out, it's dark bars, hence extra makeup so they can see my face. But this is what I normally wear every day. Face Atelier is the Ultra Foundation. Face Atelier. This one is more of a, as you can see, natural. I don't want to call it dewy, but it definitely has more of like a satin-like finish. Medium coverage, but if you layer this up, it definitely builds. My dumb butt out makeup on that day. Wait, what? Wait, what? I don't understand that. Okay, so jumping from pro to drugstore, I'm using the LA Girl Pro Conceal. I like this concealer. I really do. Why am I so itchy? I think this brush is giving me itchies. Huh, I just cleaned it. Interesting. Because I think it's leaving fibers on my face. That's new. I love this brush. Don't do that to me. As I add more, possibly. I'll give it another shampooing, but huh. I love this concealer very much, but I've noticed that the one that I use, the color that I use is called Natural. Oh my gosh, there's something on my face. There is something there. I can feel it. I just felt it. I just touched it. Cat hair or something, huh? You were stupid and put makeup on your blotchy face that morning when the rosacea was inflamed. Ouch. But that stuck really nicely. Okay. The color that I use for LA Pro Conceal, now it's over here. Jesus, I'm so sorry. You know when that happens and you're just like, what the fuck? Hold on. Can I just... I don't want to powder this yet because I'm going to use cream blushes. Okay, thank God. Jeez Louise. Okay, so the color that I use in LA Girls Pro Conceal is Natural. Yes, that is the shade that I use. I also have Porcelain. Do I have it with me? I do not. This is the color Natural that I use, and this one is appropriate for everyday wear. Okay, this is natural looking on my skin because it is about one shade lighter than it sort of blends in with my neck. It's about this color, so it's great. You know, when it comes to your concealer, you don't want something that's like crazy light for everyday wear because that's just like, it's too much. It looks fake and you look ridiculous. Oh, look, here's Porcelain. So here, if you can see the difference, here is Porcelain right here and here's Natural. So I bought Porcelain because sometimes I do like that brightness underneath my eye area. But when I use Porcelain, it's really white and that is not necessary. So I bought in hopes that it would be darker than Porcelain, and it is not from the bottles. Oh shit. Well, I'm gonna use it anyway because I want to see what this color looks like. It is possible. Oh my God, that is so much lighter. Because they were out of Porcelain at CVS And I was like, and the buff, the way they had it in the unit, it was after porcelain, and I was like, that. Anyway, so I'm like, cool. I'm just gonna grab buff. Nope. Oh shit, this is so much lighter. Look at that. Well, I'm trying to find the right color to give myself the brightness underneath my eye without going extreme. So we're just gonna see what happens. I think I might even just have to like mix, but I wanna see. What are you? What are you? Okay, so blush looks. Another part of making sure that your skin is nicely prepped for that blush look. You also want to make sure that all blemishes are concealed, under eye baggage is concealed, color is concealed. So that being said, put on some concealer. This is really fucking light. Holy shit. So we're gonna have some fun here. Yeah, look at that. We can tone that down. It's not a problem. So let's say you do put on a concealer that you're like, oh, what do I do? This is really, really white. Calm yourself. You don't want to get your face flushed from, you know, that ruins the makeup. It ruins the process. All you gotta do is take it and buff it out right in the center of your eye, like so, with a fluffy little brush. Buff, buff, buff. Don't add any more. This is why you want to always start with just the minimal amount of concealer, because when you put on so much, it ends up looking ridiculous, like cakey makeup, and you don't want that, right? It also helps when you pick the wrong color. It helps you to diffuse it on your face so that it doesn't look like it's that big of a deal. See? So just take a brush like this. This one is the setting brush by Real Techniques. And you're just gonna blend everything out, really diffuse that color. No giant triangles, for the love of God, if I see another bitch. And I say that lovingly. If I see another girl or guy doing that triangle, you are doing the most. You don't need to waste all that makeup. No, you don't need to. It's okay. I'm trying to save you from spending too much money. Okay, so we've diffused. It's fine. Calm down. Let's get back into natural. You'll see. I'm just not a big fan of this color. I feel like it's maybe just too peachy for me. Beep, beep, beep. I don't know. It's light. It's still light. Don't get me wrong. It's just I want one that's just one shade lighter. So if there's any people that know LA Girl Cosmetics off the back of their hand, off top of their head, suggest a color for me, because I don't know. See, that's like, it's pretty. It's like a natural, but I want a little more than that. Well, you're not a 1980s clown. No, you are not. Treat your face better. Oh, that makes me want to go to Disneyland. Okay. So conceal, conceal. Lift where you need to lift. I'm gonna conceal this little spot here. This little spot is a little tricky because I am in my 30s now. My 11, well, I don't have 11s, I have a 1. And it's a very prominent one. But there's also redness right there, so I do try to just take care of that. Add a little brightener there. And I'm sorry, I'm pretty sure you can hear the siren in the background. I'm sure you can hear everything in the background because my walls are super thin. My window is closed. That gives you any indication on how much I can hear in my apartment complex. Lord. There we go. Cool. I usually leave my sunspot because trying to cover that sunspot is such a bitch. Like, that is one thing that I have to color correct and then use a lot of concealer just to cover it up because it likes to fight concealer, so I don't even bother anymore. I'm just like, you know what? That's my face. It's fine. So, cool. Buff is a little bright, unfortunately. So, damn, I bought one for my travel kit too, because I was thinking it was perfect, but it is not. So now I have to go back and exchange it out. Okay, moving on. Now it's gonna come time to do the blushy blush. Here we go. I'm gonna use Senna Cosmetics. I love their blush palette so much, so much. Now when it comes to the color, that's all on you. There's a fly in here. What are you doing in here? It's all on you. There is no right or wrong. I'm gonna do something that has a little bit more of a warm tone to it because I prefer warm tones on my face. So I'm gonna use something that's a bit more peachy, probably throw in a little bit of this. Yeah, I'm gonna mix these two together and create more of a warmth on my face. But you can use anything that's like a cooler tone, like these here are cooler tones. Actually, these three are more cool. Actually, this whole section is cool. Cool, warm. Do whatever you want, whatever makes you happy, you know. There really isn't a right or wrong answer. So what I'm gonna do is scrape out some peach, scrape, here we go. And then some of this kind of bronzy tone. I have a palette here next to me where I'm going to kind of mix these two colors together because I want something specific. You don't have to go in all intense like this. I do, because I want to. And the placement of your blush is gonna be all over your face. It's gonna be fun. It's different, if you want that different look, you know? Let's do this bad boy. When it comes to using creamy blushes, be careful. Obviously, you want to start very, very minimal first. You don't want to go nuts because that's when you have problems. So take your brush and dab on some color. That first dab is going to be intense. So don't go right into your face as soon as you get color on your brush. Dab onto the back of your hand first. Kind of get that product worked in there. You see that now? And then go into your face and start dabbing. Right dead center. Right where you want that color. And right when you get the amount of color that you want, that's when you start working your way out. And diffusing it out like that. And always start very, very small. Very, very minimal amount. Because you don't want to make that mistake of oversaturating your face with color. I'm going right into it because I do this for a living. But if you're just starting out, don't do this. Don't go into this and then go, yay! Because it can get kind of crazy, you know? Baby amounts. Dab in one spot, get that color on there, see? And then once that color is off the brush, then start working it out and dabbing it in circles, and then you start blending it out like that so that you can get a soft, diffused blush look right on your cheeks. And I'm gonna go in and give myself some color because I want this to be very, very blushy because I do appreciate a blushed face. And when I see one, oh my God. And if you have the kind of face that if you have like baby-like features, like where your nose is a little bit like more pixie-like or rounder, oh, this is a really cute look. I have a pointy nose, so it still works, but it's not as adorable as people with softer features, like rounder features. It looks really, really nice. So I'm gonna up the cheeks a little bit more in a little bit. Probably more than this, but I want to show you where else you're going to place this. You're going to take some color and you're going to go right at your temple, sort of where you would add like that bronzer kind of look. But again, since you're doing such a minimal amount, you're getting that sort of look, but it's not bronzer and it's not a contour, it's that blush color. And it's just very, very light. And you're going to go on this side. You guys, everyone's so quiet. Are you guys just sitting there watching me? I can like feel you guys staring at me. And it is the weirdest feeling. It's been happening lately since I've been going live. I'm like, oh my God, I can feel the eyes on me right now. It is so strange. I could never host an actual class. My Lord. You'd be like, stop looking at me. I need you guys to close your eyes right now, okay? Here we go. And you'll notice that I'm sort of eyeball. You'll notice that I'm just dabbing. Because this brush is so dense, it does buff out for you, so you don't have to like buff onto your face. Be very gentle and be very lightweight with your brushes in general. You don't have to go crazy. Okay, so we got some color on the face. And it's okay to see color. You know, add as much as you want, add as little as you want. You know, if you want to like have it show, have it show. So what? It's fun, it's art, you know? Then you're gonna take some, again, for people who have those cute noses, you know, this is adorable, but you can add a little bit. I'm only adding about this much because I personally don't like it when my nose is a little bit red, because I feel like because my nose comes to a point, it accentuates it even more, and it sort of looks like I'm a little sick. Actually, let me show you a trick that I do like doing. I'm gonna go ahead and buff this out. Let me grab a little bit of that foundation. If you have a pointy nose, don't do that. Don't add it at the very point. Yeah, have fun. Your makeup washes off at the end of the day or whenever you want it to. So nothing is permanent. Okay, so I removed that. Let's say you have a pointy nose like I do. Round noses, do it at the end. It's so fucking cute. Pointy noses, we have to change it up a bit. I like to do my blush right at the bridge, like in here, because I like that sort of sun-kissed vibe, and I'll add it right here. And adding just a little bit of that just creates that sort of, I was just at the beach, I had a great time, blah, 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 kind of feeling. But I'm gonna just feather that out right in there. Perf. There we go. What else? I love blush. I feel like it makes my face look fatter though. It could be the color that you're using. It could be the color and it could be the intensity. So try to work about using less blush because it shouldn't make your face look whiter, or try using a different color. That might be the case. Then a little bit at the base of your chin. Like right in there. I used a little bit right here, but you really want it to start at the base of your chin, like right there, because it looks less of a red, I just ate some spaghetti blotch, when you have it start from here, moving its way up. If you start here, it's kind of like, I just had my hand on my face. You know, it looks a little bit different. Ta-da. Blushy face. Let's get a little more. So you see what I mean about making sure, don't tell me you were the culprit. See what I mean about making sure that your face underneath is primed and ready to go, like as far as covering up blotchy spots and things like that, is that when you're adding all this color, this like fleshy color to your skin, it can look even worse if you don't cover up any sort of redness on your face prior to doing this. So there we go. I'm probably still gonna add more. I love blush so much. I really do. Okay, got it up here. I think just for the tutorial purposes, I'll add a little bit more just so that you can see, you know, what I'm talking about, in case like this is, I don't know, filming too natural for you. You can take it back if you want. I don't normally take it back too intense. I keep all the intensity like right here, because I feel like when you create this line, it ends up looking too stripy, and you want to avoid looking like a stripy face, you know? Diffused is always best when it comes to doing your makeup. Of course, I come from a different field of makeup artistry since I do work in television, and we do not do makeup the way they do in bridal or they do in everyday events. So Probably why I say the things that I say. Okay. A little more color. Temple. A little here. And then, grabbing a little bit on my finger, I'm going to apply this blush as well on my eyelid. Sort of keeping it center to the eyelid to accentuate that blushy shade. And I love the Senna products because you can do that completely. I mean, you can really do it with any sort of cream blush, but I just love these products so much. There we go. I believe you can get Senna at Sephora now. Has that always been the case? Or Ulta? Oh shit, I don't remember now. Oh, sorry, Eugenia. I don't remember. There we go. Ta-da! Blushy face. I really love this look. And again, once you get used to how much color you like having on your face, you know, it'll go by faster for you. It's not gonna take this long. I'm just talking, you know. This look would probably take you, again, depending on how much color you use and how much time you take, anywhere from like 10 minutes to like 30 minutes, depending on how much time you want to spend on your face, really. Okay, so I'm gonna add a little more, just for filming purposes. This is what I do every day. I don't feel like such a cheap oddball now. No, it's fine. Ta-da. Oh, you're talking about putting blush on your eyelid area to kind of give it some color? Absolutely. I love putting blush in my eye area. You kidding? Like, it's awesome. I love that little trick. Okay, so, well, this is still itchy. I think my face is just being a little reactive right here in this whole area. It's like, what are you doing? Okay, let's set this bad boy, shall we? I'm gonna use a translucent powder. Am I? Yes. I'm gonna go translucent because when you do a foundation powder or a powder that has any type of coverage, really, you are going to cover up all the work you just did. So a translucent, a no color, things like that are probably the best way to go. So while I get this ready, I also do want to take the time to say, please, if you enjoy this live tutorial, or if you've learned something new, or if you just want to support me and my channel, click on the coffee link that's going to be in my description box below and send me a coffee, because it is like my tip for giving you tips on how to do your makeup, and I'll love you forever. For those of you who are here live with me, it is ko-fi.com/Lana Reese. Okay, so I'm gonna use the Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I'm going to set my face. You can also use a setting spray. You don't have to use powder, but I like powder. I'm a powder fiend. I do appreciate a good powder. Sometimes I'll even use both. What? There we go. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. Just blush. I mean, also too, if you're on a budget and you know you don't have the money to spend on like a bunch of eyeshadows and stuff, then just get a cream blush and then you're done. This is a fantastic everyday look. Are you kidding? Absolute. Go to the bank, go to the grocery store. There we go. It's a super natural, super fun. It can get toned down a little bit. Once you powder it, you can always add more. Do you think we'll get a transformation look sometime in March? A transformation look? As far as my hair? Is that what you're talking about? No. Girls gotta work in March. Girls gotta do a lot of live videos in March. I probably won't get a transformation until like May. Realistically, excuse me. Oh my gosh, my throat's making all these crazy noises. Yeah, I probably won't get any sort of hair remedies until then because she can't. Oh, makeup. A cosplay or character look. Ooh. I didn't think about that. I'm not gonna say no, but I'm thinking. Those are a lot of work. Those are a lot of work. When I post them on Instagram, this is a Senna brow gel. When I post them on Instagram and stuff, it always seems so effortless. Oh, those take me to, the last character look that I did was Yes from Wreck-It Ralph. And oh my god, that took me so long. And it's not so much, well, yeah, it took me long to do that makeup, but it also took me a very long time to get it off. And I think that is the hardest part, is removing everything. I mean, my hair, my face, there was just so much. And a lot of the character looks has to do with costuming, and that can get kind of expensive. I spent money on Yes. I'm like, okay. So I don't know, we'll see. I'm not gonna rule it out. I've always been talking about recreating that Planet of the Apes look, but with a more like movable mouth, because the Planet of the Apes look that I did years ago, it was great and I could move the mouth, but it wasn't like fully functional, and I want to create a fully functional ape mask, ape face. But that also takes a lot of time. We'll see. So I'm just gonna add in some gel. A little neutral look. Nothing crazy, because bless you, it's all about the blush. You don't want to overdo your eyebrows. You don't want to do, I want to say like a liner. Getting really stuffy now. You don't really want to add too much of a liner, because that can also overtake the look. Mascara, to be honest, for a look like this, I would keep as clean as possible. Or if you feel like this is not enough makeup on your face, like if you just feel like I still look really naked, then pop on some lashes. You know, if you're going to accentuate yourself, throw on a pair of lashes. Don't throw on a pair that's like, that makes you look like a llama. You know, like, no, not those. Do some wispy lashes, you know. Fill in what you have, but don't go crazy, please. You don't need to go crazy. You're fine. So I'm just taking a pencil. This is a MAC pencil, to fill in any of these weird gaps that I have. There we go. Just so it has a little tiny bit more structure. This is a lighter shade than what my brows are. I'm almost done with this pencil, which is why I'm using it. I'm just gonna finish it off here. I'm gonna add here. I'm gonna add a little here. We don't mind some structure, right? For liner, we'll go minimal. If you must, I would tight line, which is what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna use a brown like I used yesterday. Here it is. This is called Filth by Melt. I love Melt's eyeliners. I'm gonna sharpen. Always work with a sharpened liner. Always. Always. Don't deprive yourself of a good sharpened pencil when you're doing your makeup. Look at my hair. What are you doing? Why are you being weird? I don't want to break it. It looks like I'm about to break it too. I'll work with this. So you take your eyes, lift it up a little bit, and get color right in your lash line, so that you can tight line this look. Or do how you're most comfortable doing a tight line. There you go. So that you have a thicker lash line at the base. So when you put on mascara, it looks like you have thicker lashes than what you actually do. I'm using my iPad as my mirror, which is so weird. There we go. A little more. Cool. Maybe a little bit more at the very end here. There. Don't need to have a lot of shit on your face. Look what she brought out from her kit. I went into my travel bag and I went, girl, it's time to bust out that lash curler. I've been without a lash curler here because I'm always too lazy to go back into my travel bag to get it. But today is not the day. There we go. Get that pretty curl going on. Then some mascara. I'm probably still gonna add some more blush just so that I can show you guys. Oops. The color difference and how far you could take this, because you could take this pretty far. So I'm gonna use the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. It's my favorite mascara of all time. You just have to wipe off that brush because yikes. If you don't see the bristles become bristly, it's not really gonna work. There we go. Gotta see some gappage going on so that it can at least like brush your lashes. I usually like twist my brush as I go, so it uses like all sides of it. This is always the most awkward part because I can't really look up at you guys and talk to you guys, and then I gotta be focused on what I'm doing. There's no music in the background because I'm afraid of getting demonetized. Oh wait, are lives even monetized? Could I essentially play whatever I want then and it's not monetized? Like, no, I can't. It's still not my intellectual property. So anyway, yeah. I'm sorry about this like awkward silence, but this is how it has to be. This is the way. Okay. Then another coat. I love this mascara because it really, as you can see. Whoa. Feel free to ask questions too. There we go. That's good. If I overload it, to me it looks a little too crazy. There we go. I can usually tell just about before like it starts to turn on me and I'm like, time to stop. Time to stop. Dang, I was doing so good. Now all of a sudden my nose is getting a little stuffy. I think it's because I'm doing my makeup. I always get stuffy when I do my makeup. I don't breathe properly. Okay. Cool beans. We're good. there. I may not have to do another coat on these. Come on. I feel like I got my eyelid. Waterline pencil. What do you mean? Like what pencil I used to tightline? I used the Melt. Is that what you're asking me? I used Melt's Filth. So Melt is the brand, Filth is the color to tightline on the top part of my eye. If you want a little more cohesive color, cream blush on the lippy, like so. Now you get like a total, whoa. What do you call it? Is it a gnat? I think it's a gnat. What? Why are you here? And then, let's do some low cosigns. Aquaphor. No. Let's do balm. Yes. I'm all about a good lip balm, and the Kosas one is really nice. Kosas. Sport. It's a weird little like slim packaging too. So stick it in your pocket, you don't feel it. All right. Okay. So this would be a completed like blushy look, but I'm going to add a little bit more just so that you can see it, because as I see this in my LCD like iPad, it's super natural. It's super like soft and it's beautiful. Don't get me wrong. Like this is a look that you want to, you know, go for when you're doing blushy look. But I want you guys to really see the colors. So if you do want to take it a step extra, this is what you do. So now that you're done with all of this, you've already set your face with a powder. So using a cream is going to be a little bit trickier because you don't want it to skip on powder, right? So we're going to put this back. And I'm going to go into an actual powder blush. Be very careful when doing this, because this can also, because now you have cream blush on your face, it's going to accentuate anything you put on top of it. So this is going to be even more intense. So be very, very minimal when it comes to adding powder blushes on top of what you already have, okay? So actually, I'm not going to use this one. This one has a shine to it. No. So I'm going to pick one that does not have that intense of a shine. For this look, honestly, I prefer a matte blush when you're doing it all over your face, because when you have a shiny blush, it starts to look a little, no, so it just depends on the color and depends on how much you use. Never mind. As you can tell, makeup is all conditional. So this color right here is called Pinch Me. It is very colorful, so you want to be careful. I'm using this because it's very similar to the warm tones that I'm using on my face. So again, use whatever color you want. With this, I'm going to use a very, very fluffy brush. This brush here, also by Real Techniques, is the blush brush. Okay. It might make you, the comment says too much shine might make you look a little plastic. It really just depends on your face, right? Like sometimes shiny blushes can just look too shiny, you know, and it ends up looking a little wonky on some faces. But if it's what you like, it's what you like, you know, you can use whatever. I personally, though, if you're going to use color all over your face like this, I would go for a matte and then do a setting spray. That way it sort of brings back some life. Oops, but this one, so one dab, one, and then lightly dust that color on. Now on my face, because my skin is weird, you're gonna see major skippage going on because my skin doesn't take to makeup. So I'm just gonna boop, 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 boop. Some days I live for glossy blush, other days I live for a matte. You love me a matte. Yep, me too. Me too. There we go. So pat, 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 pat. Notice how I've never blended. It's always been a patting motion with my brushes. And that one dab. Be very careful. Making the noise helps. I like this so much better. I always like everything better. No matter what I'm doing, I'm like, oh, I like that better. Okay, then we're gonna go back up. You want to see color here. It's training the eye to see different things because it is a different look. So the question says, why is it better to dab as opposed to spread? Because it's exactly like how you said it. It spreads everything. So when you go and you like spread it on with your brush, when you start doing this motion, it's moving everything underneath and ends up fucking up the look. And then you don't get that perfect soft airbrush blend by doing that. You're moving products so then color moves, and then it's like, why am I not blending correctly? Why isn't it working? It's because you're moving the product with the brush. So by dabbing instead, you're able to just accurately place color versus moving what's underneath it. So here we go. And again, you want to see color. Like if you're not used to seeing like redness and stuff up here, this is gonna throw you off. But it's okay. Again, this is a different look. You're meant to see blush on your face. And a little under here. You can take it down here too. So also another reason why I like to use a matte. Because sometimes, like, I don't know, I just feel like sometimes it can make you look sick in a weird way. See? Then I'm gonna flatten this out a little bit. Just a little bit. Because on the nose area, you kind of want to be careful. Sometimes it can translate to be a little bit weird. I just added a tiny bit. There you go. For my skin, shiny blush makes me look oily. There you go. That was another reason. Yes. 100% yes. So here we go. What do you guys think? And then, of course, if you wanted to, yes, you can add a little bit on your eyes. Just because if you get creasy eyes like I do, you can just add primer before you do all of this. There you go. Get some of that creasy out. And like I said before, this look won't take you this long. I've been on for an hour, and it won't take you an hour to do this. Sick, but in a good way. That's accurate. Yeah, this would take you just, in the beginning, it's a learning process, right? And it'll take you longer to get used to the habits. If there's a lot of retraining, I'm sure that has to go on. But the more you do a look like this, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Yes, it's possible. And this is very simple. Do, do, do. She's gonna go more. Yeah. Because I like a blush. Give me a blushy face any day. When I see blushy faces, I'm like, oh. I go home, I'm like, I should have done a blush face today. Cute. Now, where am I going? Where am I gonna go today? This side of my face never wants to pick up color, I've noticed. This side will. This side I always have to add more product. Anyone else have a face like that? Your face do that? My face does that. It's annoying as shit. Blushy face. I am done. Right? Yes, I'm done. Do I have it with me? I do not. There is an under eye powder by Senna called HD Eye Lift that I love using, and it just brightens up the under eye area. I don't have that, but I do have Cosette's powder G3, and it's a little lighter, so we're gonna just gonna use that a little bit, just a little bit. So I'm gonna this is too dense. I really want to use this one, but this has a bunch of red on it, so not for the under eye area right now. Just to give a little lift. Bring it down a little bit. We want controlled red spaces. Just a little bit right here. There you go. Just so it's like, yes, I'm not sick. Okay, everybody. I know I missed a comment. Get Mason a leash and take that baby for a walk. I would, but he got fleas the very last time I did that, so I'm not doing that ever again. Not till I move. Absolutely not. Nope. So, like I said, if you feel like this look isn't enough for you, I know it's a lot of training. A lot of people like to do liner and do lashes and do the whole shabil. It changes the look the minute you add like a winged liner or a black liner. It really, really does. I can't stress enough that using dark brown eyeliner to do the tight line is the best way to go when you're doing a look like this. Black just changes the game. Once you add black, you have to start adding so much more, and it becomes a whole different look. If you must add a little flair, feel girly again, because I know that sometimes when some people do their makeup, they still feel a little off, you know, like it's not enough. Adding in a lash, this is a bit extreme, but like a wispy like lash, this is a bit extreme, would be the best way to go. I buy it the most. Here we go. Yeah. This is a brand called Monda. I'm going to show you what the lashes look like though. Here we go. Adding a lash like this that has just a very simple design. This is really white, I'm sorry. But a nice, wispy, structured, simple lash would be perfect. My eyes can handle this amount, but if you're more of a drama girl, this is a look that you'd want to do with spacing in it. Nothing too dense. Nothing that, again, like I said, makes you look like a llama. So if you're buying those like mink lashes, those velour lashes, those like super, like, girl, calm down. Like, we don't need to see your lashes from space. You will be fine, I promise. Let me see if I can try to simulate. Do I have lashes already around here that's opened? Nope. Okay, so let me just try to simulate what it would look like with the lash. Personally, I think it's fine the way it is right now. I have to sneeze. Achoo! That worked somehow. Okay. Let's see if I can try to fake this look by just setting this onto my eye. Some of you may find this better, some of you not. Whoa. You see what I mean? How it just becomes a different look entirely. It's beautiful, it's pretty. Like if you want more that just like eye-opening wowness, then a lash is appropriate for that specific reason. But like I said, it changes the look up to me. It no longer becomes a blushy look. Now I feel like the whole face is fighting with the lash. That's just in my opinion. But this is what it would look like essentially if you decided to just throw on a lash with this look. I don't know. I just think that keeping it simple and keeping it just romantic, if you will, bust out the mascara. You know, it's fine. You don't have to lash it up every day. All right, so guys, that is it for today's live scope. I really hope that I was able to show you something new, something fun. Hope I inspired you to do something a little bit different with your makeup. Again, it's just makeup. If you don't like it, you could just wash it off. So, not that big of a deal. And yes, so again, please visit my coffee page, which is ko-fi.com/Lana Reese. I'm gonna post it in the description box below. I should have had it right now. Unfortunately, I don't. I went live before I even thought of it. And send me a coffee. It's like my tips for giving you tips on how to do different makeup looks. And yeah, that's it. I'm gonna be back tomorrow. Thank you so much. I'm gonna be back tomorrow around 11. I think 11 is a good time to do a live chat. It gives me enough time to wake up, work out, eat. And yeah, have a great afternoon. I'll definitely be here in the weekend. So tomorrow is gonna be a different makeup look. I don't remember off the top of my head what I had planned out for this month. So it will be different. Every single time I go live this month, we'll have a different makeup look. So get your questions ready if you want to. And yeah, I will see you guys. This is your first YouTube live. Oh, fun! And you loved it? Yay! Again, like there aren't that many people in here, which is fine. I'm totally happy with that. And it's going to be like that for a while, but I do know that as these go on and as I do this, it may get a little busier in here. So we're gonna cherish our time while we have it. But I'm glad that you liked it. I'm glad that I like it too, and I'm glad that YouTube Lives are getting a little bit easier to do now. Like I'm doing mine on my iPad, and it's pretty seamless. So awesome. I may just use YouTube as a platform instead of Periscope. Did I find a new platform? Possibly. Oh my god. We'll find out. Well, I love you guys. And thank you so much for being here. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed yet. Share me with your friends. Don't keep me a secret. And I will be back with more Get Ready With Me's and then more bullet journal stuff because I'm gonna film April's. I'm already planning for April. Ooh, I'm ready for April. Okay, I'll see you guys soon. I gotta go. Goodbye, everybody.